What's going on, friends and family? This is your man, Jamel Adams with Sales in Action. I'm coming to you today. We are going to be talking about something that is extremely important in the sales industry. In fact, in my opinion, it's one of the most important aspects of sales. Today, we're going to be talking about closing techniques. Closing the deal, listen to this, is what separates top salespeople from the rest of the pack. In this video, we're going to be discussing some effective closing techniques that you can use to close deals and increase your sales. Now, very important, I'm going to give you some industry behemoths that you can use to be effective in closing deals. But the last tip I'm going to give you is one that I've created myself, and I believe it's a game changer. You're going to want to watch this video all the way to the end so you can get that last technique, memorize it, and make it your own. Let's jump right into it. So the first closing technique that I want to give you guys today is called the assumptive close. Listen, this is not new, but it's effective and it's been used for so long, it works. So this technique involves assuming the sale has already been made and moving forward with the transaction. Let me give you an example of what I mean. For example, what color would you like your new car in instead of would you like to buy this car? See, I'm going to assume the sale. What color would you like your new car in? Red. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and sit down and get this thing written out, right? Instead of, would you like to buy the car? I'm going to assume the transaction, the sale, is moving forward. Now, you can factor in whatever your service or product is, add it in there, assume the sale, and close the deal. Here's the next one. It's called the urgency close. This technique involves creating a sense of urgency to encourage the prospect to make a decision. For example, we only have a few left in stock, or this offer expires in 2 days. For those that are in the event planning business, right, you can use something like this and it works perfectly. We don't have a lot of these in inventory right now. This product is so incredible that we have people coming in every day looking for it. So if this is something that you really need for your event, I highly recommend you go ahead and put that reservation in immediately, right? You have to create a sense of urgency in order sometimes to get your prospect to move forward. Here's the next closing technique I'm going to give you. It's called the Ben Franklin close. This is an oldie but a goodie. Trust me. This technique involves weighing the pros and cons of the decision with the prospect. So let me give you another example. Here's the example. Let's list the pros and cons of buying this product to see if it's the right decision for you, right? Now remember, not every one of these closing techniques is going to be viable for every prospect. That's why the conversation is so important. Building rapport is so important because through the conversation and building rapport, you as a sales professional have to determine which one of these closing techniques is going to work best against the prospect that's sitting in front of you at the present moment. Now, here's the next one. It's called the option close. This technique involves offering the prospect two options, both of which lead to the sale. I need you guys to remember this. Everything that you do, everything that you say in a sales interview should lead you to a sale. So, for example, you might say something like this. Would you like to pay in full or in installments? Both options lead me to the sale, but I'm going to let the prospect make the decision. Would you like to pay in full or would you like to pay in installments? Now, if you made it this far, I am going to give you the closing technique that I put together that I believe is a game changer. I've used it for years. It is super effective. And if you can master this, I guarantee you, you will see your sales increase. What I call this closing technique is the impact close. See, the impact close is a powerful technique that focuses on the value proposition of your product or service. So check this out. This close is all about emphasizing the impact that your product or service will have on your prospect's business and how it will help them achieve their goals. So to use this close, what you want to do is you want to start by summarizing the key benefits of your product or service, and then ask your prospect a series of open-ended questions. That part is extremely important. You want to make sure you're asking a series of open-ended questions that highlight the potential impact of those benefits. So Let me give you another example. Here's the example. How do you think this feature is going to impact your team's productivity? Or what would it mean for your business if you could reduce your cost by 20%? I guarantee you these are game changers. I love Tom Hopkins. Tom Hopkins is a famous sales trainer. And one thing that he always says is you want to lead the prospect to make the decision that you want them to make, but you want them to feel like it's their idea. The impact close gets you there 100% of the time. So by getting your prospect to envision the impact your product or your service will have on their business, what happens is you can create a sense of urgency and a sense of motivation to close the deal right away. So next time you're in a sales meeting, try out the impact close and see how it can help you close more deals. Listen, let me leave y'all with this. I gave you guys a ton of closing techniques. Practice them, and then practice them some more, right? These are effective closing techniques that can help you close more deals and increase your sales. Remember, closing is a process, not an event. It requires building rapport. It requires identifying the customer's needs, addressing objections, and presenting a solution. It's a process. With these techniques, you can become a master closer in no time. Listen, man, I thank y'all for watching. And don't forget, if you're new to Sales in Action, hit that subscribe button for more sales tips and strategies. Until next time, I'll holla at you.